have plundered this planet into ruins, and now we are looking for ways to settle elsewhere. That is the main dilemma of this century, and many people are racing to find ways to get to Mars. It is the only planet that might be able to sustain human life. The person at the forefront of this race is none other than Elon Musk, CEO of SpaceX. He plans to build a complete city on the surface of Mars. We don't want to be one of those single-planet species. We want to be a multi-planet species, Musk said. Now everyone wants to explore Mars, but have you ever heard of Boriska Kipriyanovich? A Russian boy who claims he is from Mars and reborn on Earth. He has a lot to say about what our future holds and what happened to Mars. If the story is truth, his knowledge can help us understand something about the past and present of Mars. Today, this video is about a Russian boy who claims he is from Mars. Welcome to our channel and subscribe to us for more such fantastic videos. Boriska Kipriyanovich is a genius, and he was like that from a young age. According to his mother, he held up his head without any support when he was 2 weeks old. Besides that, the doctors also claim that he began speaking a few months after he was born. Boriska Kipriyanovich could also draw, paint, and read when he was only 1.5 years old. During his schooling and nursery times, his teachers were amazed how such a young boy could write, speak, and memorize everything so well. The researchers suggest that Kipriyanovich is a shy young man with excellent intelligence, as he has a lot of scientific and general knowledge about many things. No other 11-year-old has such accurate scientific knowledge on the subject, which is why many people wonder if there is some truth to what Boriska Kipriyanovich is trying to tell us. First, let's look at the scientific evidence and try to understand if life existed on Mars. NASA have extensively studied Mars and found some signs that point to past life on Mars. For example, research by NASA revealed that the collection of rock samples by the Mars rover contained organic carbon. The organic carbon material could have come from insects that used to live on Mars. NASA also did an analysis of sediments from 6 unique locations that the rover had scoured. They found an old carbon cycle, and these samples suggested some biological life existing previously that resemble fossilized remains of the microbial life in Australia that goes back more than 2 billion years. If we were to compare these samples, on Earth, they would tell us that the past microbodies consumed methane produced by such bodies. If you don't know already, methane is one of the basic organic molecules that you will find in the atmosphere of Mars. During the time of ancient Marks, it means that a lot of methane could have been released from the subsurface. Another key exploration for NASA was the Gale Crater, which the agency believes was a deep lake that is more than 3 billion years old. NASA also reiterates that the lake contains complex organic molecules that are the key building blocks of life. All of these pieces of evidence that a life existed on Mars, and there were many formations that we also see on Earth, such as lakes, cliffs, and much more. Now there is nothing, and according to the evidence, it seems as if everything was wiped out of the planet. That is why there might be some truth to what Boriska Kipriyanovich is trying to tell us. The late Stephen Hawking, a renowned geologist and astronomer, said he is out of my imagination about the knowledge on the universe and astronomy, in disregard whether or not he is from Mars. Boriska Kipriyanovich claims to be from Mars and reborn on Earth to begin a new change and life cycle. The first time his knowledge was expressed was back in 2017, when the boy was only 11 years old. He claims that his race disappeared from Mars because of a nuclear war that took place a very long time ago. The boy also tells everyone that there are various clues that the same thing will happen on Earth, and it might happen sooner than we think. Boriska Kipriyanovich claims he was sent to Earth to warn the citizens and save humanity from extinction. What is special about this boy is that he can describe many astronomical events and other facts from a young age. Kipriyanovich talks about how he remembers the events in detail from his past life as a marshal pilot. According to Kipriyanovich, everything went into disaster as there was an apocalyptic nuclear war between the two factions that lived on Mars. He also says that there are still a few of his species that have survived the extinction, and they are working on reconstructing the architecture of the planet and building new and advanced defense weapons. Kipriyanovich warns us that if humans don't change their ways, they will also end up wiping out their planet with nuclear warfare, just like Mars did 1,000 years ago. According to him, he is not the only child that has been sent to Earth from Mars to save humans. Instead, there are many children who are reincarnations of the Martian race and are known as the Indigo Children. According to the boy from Mars, he remembers what it was like to be a teenage Martian when everyone on the planet was waging a war against one another. During this time, he would also take part in air raids with his Martian friends. Martians are not like humans because they stop aging at 35 years old. They are incredibly tall, and they are capable of interstellar travel. On the other hand, Kipriyanovich also tells us that Mars is almost the same planet as Earth. But of course, the atmosphere and life are completely different. According to the boy, there are still some Martians living on the planet, but we can't see them. NASA went on a mission to detect these signs with the AI, and they found what we already mentioned about the carbon cycle, lake, and more. Kipriyanovich has been quiet for a while, and we have no idea where he is residing in Russia. The fate of Earth could be the same as Mars if we don't change our ways, as we are plundering ourselves into deep ruin. We don't know how true the claims of Kipriyanovich are, but we are sure an 11-year-old boy would not begin lying in such a way. According to the parents of Kipriyanovich, they have no knowledge of space, and they did not impart this on the boy during his childhood. He began speaking of the Mars planet and race out of nowhere, and started foretelling the future of our planet. His mother believes him because she thinks he's a special boy ever since he was born. Even if we don't believe him, his knowledge of the planet Mars can help us settle there and understand the planet even better in no time. After all, the rover has been on Mars for a long time, but we still have little knowledge about the planet, and we are still figuring out ways we can settle. Mars is a valuable place for exploration because it can be reached in 6.5 months in a major opportunity for scientific exploration, and has been mapped out and studied for several decades. Understanding whether life existed elsewhere in the universe beyond Earth is a fundamental question of humankind. Mars is an excellent place to investigate this question because it is the most similar planet to Earth in the solar system. If you love this series, you can also watch another series on our channel, Humans May Not Have Come from Earth, to learn more about Mars and human origin theories. If you feel the same way, let us know what you think about the boy from Mars. He has much to tell us, and this information is not just limited to Mars, as he has knowledge about many other things too. Be sure to wait for part 2 of this series. In that part, we will tell you how Kipriyanovich claims the Egypt Sphinx holds a secret that will change our life as we know it forever. So, like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content.